We're down here today near Jackson, Mississippi, and as you can see, that's the levee over there for the river. That's the Mississippi River. And we're here today playing in the dirt with some fine American steel. I know usually on this channel you expect to see some of them rice-burning Japanese cars, but not today. I'm just kidding. We're in Kawagoe, about an hour and a half out of Tokyo, for a retro event that's all American cars called the Babbitt Bank Trophy. This facility is normally a dirt bike, racetrack and off-road facility. Now, while a big flat dirt area might not seem that interesting to drive on, you've got to remember the era that a lot of these cars came from. 1920s, that means prohibition, and that means bootlegger turns. And just actually one of the interesting things about these sorts of places in Tokyo, all the rivers that lead into Tokyo have these massive levees and banks built around them to prevent flooding. Back in the early 19th century, there were some big floods that destroyed large parts of Tokyo. So they built them all up like this in order to prevent that, and added big floodplains on each side to contain any floods. As a result, you end up with these large areas around the rivers that can't really be used for anything like housing or anything like that, because they have the potential of flooding. So they're usually filled with things like baseball fields and golf courses and rice paddies and things like that. And that includes this place here, which is this dirt track. Normally at a track day in Japan, you'd be seeing performance names like HKS and Trust, but here today we have Offenhauser, Eddie Meyer, Moon, Stromberg, and Stuart Warner. I've noticed that most of these cars actually have number plates on them, and they are legal to drive on the street. Now, this may go against what you've heard about Japanese registration processes being very strict, but I believe that if they were built before 1926, they can sort of skip a lot of the things you need, you know, like having covered wheels and having any kind of exhaust. They don't need indicators either. I believe they need functioning brake lights, a horn, and headlights, obviously, and not much else. So that's how these sorts of things pass registration. It's funny too, because right now the police are having a bit of a blitz on modified cars, and it's kind of funny that these things would probably pass their inspection, but you know, a low Sylvia wouldn't. なんか今月おまわりさんが改造車にちょっと厳しくなってますね。直感だからダメ。これは大丈夫？ダメかも。ダメかも。マフラーがうるさいっていう。ああ、そっか。So as usual with the American cars that I show, I can't say I know a whole lot about them, but you can always appreciate looking at this sort of stuff. Like this has been hot rodded up a bit. Look, it's got the chicken wire roof, and it's been chopped a bit. So write in the comments if you know what sort of style these guys are going for, but you know, I think this one looks like your classic, you know, hot rod, street style car. This one, you know, the El Mirage dry lake racer sort of look, kind of streamlined. And you know, this thing, the just back from World War II hot rod. And look, it's even got the army surplus blanket. And there's a few big sedans and coupes here today. Big Cadillac. This one, the Mercury Comet. I swear I've seen this exact color on a Toyota. And the Dodge Dart. With a very nice interior, it seems, but it's all dusty from running on the track. So that's a little look at the Babbitt Bank Trophy event. This is one of the things I love about Japan is no matter what weird small subculture of cars you like, it exists here somewhere. And not only that, they go all out to get all the details right. It's really cool.
If you liked this video, why not check out some of the other American car culture in Japan videos on the channel, like the famous Dodge van events or the American Car Picnic Show. Subscribe for more videos like this, and as always, thanks for watching. See you next time.
Come and take it. Come and take what? You don't, nobody owns guns.